Hello everyone, this is Ranjeet, your maths teacher. Once again, I welcome you all the viewers. In this video, I'm going to give you the best 5 questions, but before doing that, I'll give you the explanation about the introduction of rational numbers. Means here in this video, not that much introduction I'll give you, only the identification about the rational numbers, how I'll identify it, and then after two more things I'll explain, and in the last I'll give you the best 5 questions. That two things are which is really very important: properties of rational numbers over addition, and one more is there, properties of rational numbers over multiplication. So these two I'll give you, these two I'll do it here, and then after the best 5 questions you'll get. So let's see. First of all, as I told you, I'll explain about the identification about rational numbers. So here we'll know how to identify. It is very simple. You only have to see the form of p by q. This form is required in case of rational numbers, and one condition is there, not one, exactly two conditions are there. First of all, p and q, these two, I mean to say this numerator and this denominator, both should be an integers. Okay, so p and q are integers here, and one more is there which is really very important. This q naught should be equals to 0. So if you find any of the numbers in the form of p by q, and you find there this numerator is an integer, this denominator is an integer, and this q is not equals to 0, in that condition you will directly say this is a rational number. So I take few examples here. Minus 5 by 2, it is a rational number. 0 by 5, it is a rational number. But 5 by 0, this is not a rational number. Only one thing is there. You can see this q is equals to 0, and that is why you will say this is not a rational number. Here this is not equals to 0, here this is not equals to 0, and that is why we can say these two are rational numbers. Now the next which I've told you, I'll do it in this video, and that is about properties. So first of all, properties of rational numbers over addition. When you go through the videos which I have made on this topic and the properties of rational numbers over addition, you will find there, and you will find there one trick I have given you to memorize it. It is CACA. CA stands for closure property. Okay, this A is associative property. Next one is this C, it is commutative. Property, and this A is additive identity. Okay, so let's see the first one. It is closure property. Closure property, it says that if I'll add two of the rational numbers, and whatever I'll get, that also will be a rational number. So this is very simple. 2 by 5 plus 1 by 3, and whatever you will get, you will take LCM here. 5 3 is 15, and 5 3 is 3 2 is 6 it will be now, and 3 5 is it is now 5. So you are getting here 11 by 15. This is also a rational number. So closure property, it means you add two of the rational numbers, you will get a rational number. It is very simple now. Associative property, here you will add three rational numbers and order should be changed, like a plus b plus c. This side also I am taking the same rational numbers, but just by taking this bracket you can see the order is changed now in both the side. Here what I am doing, first of all I am adding these two, then after the result will be added to C. This side what I am doing, first of all B and C I am doing adding together, and the result I'll add with A. Whatever you will find there in both the side, you will get the same rational numbers, and that of course will be a rational number only. So this is called associative property. The next one is commutative property. Commutative property, it says that if I add two of the rational numbers in any order, means either I do a plus b or b plus a, in both the condition we are going to get the same rational numbers, and of course are rational numbers only. Okay. Next one is additive identity. Identity means not should be changed, means the value of that rational number not should be changed. It means what? If a I add it with 0, it will be always a only. So there will be no change in the rational number. So this was everything about the properties of rational numbers over addition. In the same way, I'll explain about the properties of rational numbers over multiplication also. Whatever the properties are really very important, in this video you will find that only, and in the last of course I'm going to give you the best 5, so we'll see that also. So here let's see the I discuss about properties of rational numbers over multiplication. So properties of rational numbers over multiplication. So let's see this, what it says. For this also, when you'll see the previous video made on this topic, you will find a property there, a trick there. It was CAD C triple M. Okay, so once again here I'll try to discuss all these 7 properties over multiplication. So first one is it is closure property. Second one is associative property. Next one is distributive property. The next one is commutative. This M is multiplicative identity. This M is multiplicative inverse. And one more is there, that is multiplication of 0. So all 7 properties with an example I'll try to explain in brief only. So this is closure property. First I explain it. So closure property says that if I multiply 2 of the rational numbers together, we'll always get a rational number. I say C I'm getting. So if I can take an example for this, rest of the properties you can see in the previous video also, video number 3 it is, I think. So 5 by 2 into 3 by 2, whatever I'll get, that also will be a rational number. 5 3 is 15 and 2 2 is 4. This is also a rational number. Associative property, it says that I take three rational numbers A, B and C, I multiply it together. In RHS also I am going to do the same, A, B and C. But the order you will find it is changed now. In the left hand side, first of all, B and C I am multiplying together, and after that whatever the result I'll get, I'll multiply that result with A. And here what I am doing, first of all I'll multiply A and B together, and whatever the result I'll get, I'll multiply it with C. So if you do this in LHS and in RHS, you will get a rational number only, and that will be same rational number. So this is called only associative property. Next one is distributive property. Distributive property says that, and it is VBI, very important. So I want that every student you give 100% here in understanding this. Okay, so what is this? It says that A is multiplied with the sum of B and C, we will get a distribution of A between B and C. Means we will get A into B plus A into C. A you can see now distributed between B and C both. So this is only distributive property. For this, as it is VBI, I take an example also. 5 by 3 inside 1 by 2 plus 1 by I take 5 only, and this side what will happen, 5 by 3 will be distributed with 1 by 2, and 5 by 3 will be distributed with 1 by 5 also. So now in LHS and in RHS we will do the calculation. I will check whether we are getting the same result or not. So let's see. First of all we will do the work inside the bracket, and the LCM will be of course 10. So 2 5 ja, here it will be 5, and 5 2 ja. Now this, in the same way this side RHS also will do the work. So 5 and 3 2 ja 6 plus 5, and it will be 5 3 ja 15. Now 5 by 3, and here 5 plus 2 is 7 and 10. So this side you can see what you are getting, 5 7 ja 35 and 3 10 ja 30. So when you will take the LCM, this side you will get 30 only. 6 5 ja 5 5 ja 25, and 15 2 ja 5 2 ja 10. So let's see what is coming in this side. So I do it here, 5 7 ja 35 by 30, and another side it is also coming 35 by 30. So this is only distributive property over multiplication. So this done. Once again I am telling you, this property is really very important, so you will give 100% in understanding distributive property. Now next one is commutative property. It says that if I multiply two of the rational numbers in any order, means either I do A into B or B into A, in both the condition we are going to get the same result, and that of course will be a rational numbers. So this done. Now the next one is multiplicative identity. So identity means what? There should be no change in the rational number, and it is only possible when I multiply any of the rational number by 1. So you will get A only. So this is multiplicative identity. So 1 is only multiplicative identity. You can get this question in objective also, I mean to say in MCQ. So you will see this, you will say the multiplicative identity is 1 only. Now next one is multiplication of 0. It is very simple. any of the rational number, if you'll multiply it by 0, you'll get always 0. This is also a kind of property. And the last one, multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse, it says that I take a rational number and I multiply it with its reciprocal, means a into 1 by a, we will always get 1. So this is called multiplicative inverse. And I take an example for this also. 5 by 3 into 3 by 5, when you will do the calculation for it, 5 will be cut, 3 will be cut, and you are going to get this 1. So here all the important properties I have explained in this video in brief. Now let's see these 5 questions I have written here on board. What I want all the students do the practice for these 5 questions, and if you find any difficulties there in doing these 5 questions, you must write in comment box. I'll make another video for that unsolved question. And till then, be safe there at home, do your best there, and thank you. Have a nice day.